Some of my neighbors pulled out this morning to head home to Canada for their 35-hour road trip that they said will take them about 3 weeks. It is 97% humidity this morning in the Rio Grande Valley. So Fluff and I are held up in the camper unless the humidity breaks, and we're just enjoying some time with you guys. But this morning I woke up at 4:55 a.m. and I thought, why not run across the border and get a few of these things that I know are going up on the state side. I have been pricing things that I normally buy and I'm seeing things increase, and I am trying to save money everywhere I can, including backstocking some items if I see that they are a good deal and they store well. So come along with me. Hi, I'm Bonita and I am early retired. I'm not old enough yet for Social Security. I'm living on a low income and I am living off of savings. And right now I'm spending the winter in my RV in the Rio Grande Valley in South Texas. I normally live in Kansas. I have frugal videos all year round, and I hope that you will join me this year in 2025 as we share ways to save money and live our dreams. The onion harvest here in South Texas is in full swing. On my way back from Mexico this morning, I saw semis and crates and all kinds of gig workers picking onions in all kinds of fields. I find stuff like that so interesting because I'm from a farming community, and I often wonder, when people travel through Kansas, do they find the wheat harvest this interesting with the combines going? I don't know, but I've never worked anywhere where there were gig workers actually picking produce. So I thought this was really cool, and I wanted to show you a snapshot of that. Now let's head into El Disco and see what they have that we can stock up with a good price. From the parking lot across the Rio Grande Bridge and through customs, down one block and back to your car is a full mile. Now, I was curious as to whether El Disco had raised their prices with everything going on in the States right now. And I did have to be careful because some of the items didn't have prices in front of them anymore or on them. Some of them said $1.45, and then when I picked them up, they had a sticker that said $3.45. But the items that I wanted were still the same price, tax free. So I was able to get those, and I was very pleased. My in-laws let me borrow this push cart that they had so I could bring back the heavy items that I went after. Now, I was one of the first people there bright and early this morning. I got a really good parking place. It is $4 to park. I park there and then I walk across to Nuevo Progreso, and that is the crossing that we go over. It is a very safe crossing, no problems. I went over by myself, had zero issues. And when I left, there was a parking lot full of people, and there was a line of people down the road to get into the parking lot. So evidently, Mexico's business has not decreased at all. It does take $1 to enter Mexico at customs, and it takes a quarter to get back. I use my driver's license with the star. I do not have a passport, and I was the only person in line coming back because I went so early. And I went early because the humidity was so high today that I wanted to get back before the sun started bearing down with the heat this afternoon. So I made it back in record time, returned my in-laws' little push cart, and let me show you what I went for. I got 4 gallons of this Roma laundry detergent. I love this stuff. I use about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons per load.
This will last me several years, but I wanted to get it in my back stock before the prices went up. On the USA side, this is at least $2 more per gallon. I have seen some as high as $10. I also got some lemon pepper, 75 cents, some more paprika, 65 cents, and a bottle of shampoo for $1. Now, I've never tried this shampoo before, but one of the tests that I do when I'm looking at shampoo is I tip it to see how thick it is. And as you can see, this is fairly thick. It's not watered down, so I think it will be good. Prices on shampoo and conditioner have gotten crazy, so I thought I would give it a try.
So I hadn't planned on going across the bridge to Mexico again. We went on January 18th, and that was going to be my one and only trip. But over this 3 month stay, I have seen prices increase and increase and increase. And even if I'm planning on coming back next year, I don't know what those prices are going to be. So I wanted to jump on that laundry detergent for backstock. I bought one when we went in January, but I have a little bit at home, but not a bunch of backstock. So this will keep me in detergent for quite a while, and I won't have to worry about the prices going up. Just to give you an example of whether or not it's worth it to go over on the Mexico side to buy some of these items versus getting them on the American side. They have Mexican vanilla that is real vanilla. It's very, very popular, and people will go over there just to get their vanilla. 1 liter of real vanilla over there is $2.95. If you come just across the border in their El Disco, USA, the same 1 liter is $5. If you go to a grocery store and buy real vanilla, you're going to get a bottle about this big for more than $6. So that's why it's worth it for a lot of us to go over on the Mexico side and pick up some of these items while we're down here. It helps offset our stay costs a little bit. Even though my costs are not very much down here, if I can pick something up like this to make my stay even more cost effective, you bet I'm going to do it. And that's some of the ways that I save money in retirement is I jump on those specials when I have the money to do it, and then I backstock so that I don't have to worry about having basic supplies or basic food when the need arises. So backstocking and stockpiling is so important. You want to make sure that you have stuff you're going to use, stuff that's going to keep well, stuff that is good quality and a good price. And you want to do that so that you don't have to worry and buy things at full price. I rarely ever buy anything at full price. And even if I do, I shop around to make sure that that milk I have to pay full price for or something is the cheapest that I can get. And I watch for specials if I can, but very rarely do I pay full price. Milk, sometimes I have to, and I don't like that. But most things I catch on sale. So let me know, how is your backstock looking? Are you prepared for these higher prices that we're seeing? Do you have a good pantry store that you have stuck back? Is your freezer full? Is your seeds full? Are you ready to start planting? What are you doing to counteract some of these high prices that we're seeing? A lot of people go over the border down here for dental work, for pedicures, manicures, for eyeglasses. There are so many things that they get over there that save them a ton of money, including prescription medication. Now, I've bought medication over there before. I didn't need any right now, and I've never got a manicure or a pedicure, so that wasn't something that I would go over there for. I have my own dentist here. I might go over there if I had an issue. I don't know. I'd have to really think about it. But I've known people that have gone over there and haven't had any issues. So there are things that people find worth it to go across the border, because just the example of the vanilla, if I would have bought the pot that I showed you in one of my last videos from the El Disco on the USA side, if I would have bought that on Mexico side, I probably would have saved half of that. But I would need a wagon or something to pull it back. And a lot of people go across with wagons so that they have a way to bring back all of the stuff that they want to buy. So there are good deals over there. There are some that are very similar to the prices that we see over here. But I did see oatmeal, and it was like in a package about this big. I don't know, 500 grams. I'm not sure how much that is, but it was 95 cents. So that is way different than, say, even buying one of those boxes of the prepackaged oatmeal. I think the cheapest I've seen of those in some of the discount stores are like $1.39 for 6 little packages. So 95 cents for like 500 grams, that's probably a pretty good deal. So, yeah, you can get some good deals over there. And if you pack it into your cart and bring it back, it makes up for what it costs to park. It makes up for what it costs to pay the dollar to go over and the quarter to come back. Sometimes it's fun just to look over there. I have been wanting to get a shirt from Mexico that says Mexico on the front, and they had them for $9.95, which is not bad at all, but I didn't like the fact that they were really long. So I've yet to find one that I really liked, but they have clothes, they have cigars, they have everything over there that you might want to look at and save some money. So, in my opinion, is it worth going over the border to save some money? Depending on what you buy, it most definitely is. So I hope you have found this video interesting. Maybe you've never been anywhere where you lived where you could go across the border to shop. That's one of the things here in South Texas, especially with these 55 and over parks. Tons of people down here wintering go across the border to shop, and they put a lot of money into the towns across the border down here all winter long. And I know that they really appreciate the business, and it really helps them out. And I usually bring some extra cash money so that I have money to spend over there. I personally don't want to use my credit card out of the country, so I use cash over there just to be on the safe side. I do everything just as safely as I possibly can. So let me know, do you have any questions about shopping over the border? Have you done any shopping over the border? And what do you think of the prices that I got on the items that I showed you today? Thanks for watching today. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next video.